Yes, 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 people. H God, Beer Sports Talk, and we are back. And in this one here today, in an effort to try and bring a bit more structure to the channel, right? Remember, say, we still a start off the thing, you know, so we're building, and I need feedback from y'all. So I'm trying out a new idea, an idea I have to make something that's a mainstay and a staple on the channel. And this, I'm going to call it the Weekend Roundup. You know, nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary, but yeah, the Weekend Roundup, where I guess in the world of sports, I'll just pick interesting things and interesting topics that I seen happen and just give my opinion about them. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get too statistical or too this, that, you know what I mean? We ain't gonna be on no ESPN shit or nothing like that, because at the end of the day, I made this channel literally because I got tired of that shit. So, yeah, you know, maybe, I mean, I know this is coming out on Tuesday, but maybe, you know, every Monday, a Weekend Roundup, depending if there's an Inter-Miami game on a Sunday. Obviously, you know, I'll do the Weekend Roundup on a Tuesday, because Monday you could be looking out for that Inter-Miami vlog, which if you're listening to this, but you haven't watched the vlog, I mean, what are you doing, bro? You know what I mean? You're missing out on some grade A content there, you know what I mean? Plug. So definitely check that out if you haven't checked that out yet. But thank you for tuning in, and enough. I know this intro's been a bit longer than it normally is. You know, I usually just get straight into the shit, but you know, I wanted to just break down what we were doing. So no more long talk, straight into it. So first thing from the weekend we're gonna talk about was my personal favorite thing that happened this weekend. And if you either know me personally, shout out to all my Siege crew and everybody that be locking in, Alex, you know what I mean, dog them, Wes, Rich, I know y'all be tuning in, yeah, but either you know me or you've been watching enough to understand that I'm one of the biggest haters around. You know what I mean? They always say, yo, why hate? Cause love is free, but last time I checked, hating is free as well. So all my ops, I hate on them. And this weekend was a great weekend for me and my hate along watching the FA Cup final, because Crystal Palace stuns Man City 1-0 in the FA Cup final. Was it 1-0 or 2-0? I gotta go back and look, bro. I'm having a dragon at like 12 o'clock in the day, people. You know what I mean? I'm a little bit lit. But all you gotta know is Man City lost, bro. They lost, right? That was Crystal Palace's first ever major trophy in their club history. You know what I mean? So listen, definitely let's put some ones down in the comment section for Crystal Palace, because that was a big thing. That was definitely a big thing. Like the scenes to watch, like the fans, they deserve it. Me personally, right? I'm an Arsenal fan, but having watching the Premier League for over a decade of my life now, Crystal Palace always been one of those little teams that I've had, you know, like a soft spot for them. You know what I mean? Just like, it feel like a proper like man them club, dog. It's me like ends club, straight. You know what I mean? South London. You know what I mean? The dog them always have some wicked African ball and thing, bro. Some man like IU, you see me? Wilfred Zaha, them man there, bro. Jason Punchin, Jeff Slop. You feel me? Back in the days, even to know when them have Eze and Olise. So, to see a club like that do something as monumental, because you have to understand, you see another football thing, and just in sports in general, but you know the football thing is levels. You know what I mean? So to certain club, a FA Cup like is a good trophy, but it's like, yo, yeah, you know, it's nice, so when they come up, but we do this already. You see, for certain club, a club like a Palace now, you know what I mean? Club like them there, Fulham, you see me? Even a West Ham, you see me? Club like them there, club when I really dead, up in the upper echelons of the thing. For win a FA Cup, bro, that's like winning a World Cup to them. You know what I mean? And like I said, bro, You will have had generations of Crystal Palace fans that have been born, lived their entire life, and has passed along, God rest them soul, and never seen what happened last Saturday. So, for them people and those fans, bro, big up themselves, yo, because it was beautiful. It was amazing to see. I love to see it. But, like I said, my inner hater was so happy because, let me tell you what, you see Man City fans, they thought they were going to pop out and run that propaganda. Oh, you know, even in Pep's worst season, he's still, like, listen, I know there were so many posts that people had put down, ready. They were ready to post that shit. I already know motherfuckers was gonna run that trophyless propaganda and agenda on Arsenal. They were waiting, but guess what? Crystal Palace said, not today, son. Ebriche Eze said, not today, son. So Man City, yes, come along. Whoa. 300 million? How much million, hundreds of millions spent in January to try and save the season? For what? For what? KDB's last season in Man City. Big Man City legend. Trophyless. We love to see it. Trophyless. So, to all my Man City brethren out there, y'all just got to hold that. You know what I mean? Come over here. Come have a seat on the trophyless bench. Come join me there. Real Madrid there. You know what I mean? Really and truly, half the world is here with us, but the big names, that's how it is. Listen, I'm already saying it. Today's Tuesday, tomorrow Wednesday, after the Europa League final, either United or Spurs, one of y'all's gonna come join us on the bench. Listen, I don't care. Saturday, Betis is beating Chelsea, bro. Betis is going to beat Chelsea, and Chelsea will be joining us on the trophyless bench. You know what I mean? Only thing, they how much money? Them spend over $1 billion. And they're going to be sitting right there. So all I say is, don't worry, the time's coming. You know, it was lonely at first. We was kind of just sitting there by ourselves at first, but there's a lot of people waiting and ready to come join us. So let's go in a little bit of NBA right now, right? As you know, the NBA is in playoff mode right now. If you never know, well, now you know, like Biggie said. And they're actually at the end of, round two, right? Yeah, round two, because I'm a conference fan. So, they're at the end of round two, and there were two series that still needed some closure on what exactly the outcome was. So, between why did I even say between, though? Like, nah, I the dragon that in the people. I'm tripping. Knicks and Celtics, right? Game 6, New York City. Celtics fighting for their lives, trying to do it. They couldn't do it, bro. And on 3, everybody say fuck the Celtics. 1, 2, 3, fuck the Celtics, man. All my niggas hate the Celtics. Okay? Listen. Throughout the whole series, I was a New York Knicks fan. I have a homeboy named G, right? Shout out to my nigga G. If you listen to this, G. Yeah, real G. You already know. But my dog G, right? Yardy, but New York. You know what I mean? New York fan, New York vibe, Knicks fan. And listen, I understand the sports fan trauma of your team disappointing you for so long. You're like, bro, I'll believe it when I see that shit, type shit. But I kept telling him, bro, I'm like, G, y'all got them boys, man. I see the Knicks go up 2-0. I'm like, yo, y'all got them boys, man. And shit, Tatum went down with his injury. And listen, we're not celebrating Tatum's injury, bro. You know what I mean? I feel bad for the bro. That's a really bad injury to get from. Prayers up. He's already had surgery. He should be in rehab now. You know what I mean? The dog got rehab and fall back stronger, most deaf. But all that being said, I don't give a fuck, boy. Jaylen Brown, Derek White, all you niggas, you were supposed to stand up. They didn't stand up, bro. They stood down, as a matter of fact. You know what I mean? And I always knew that Boston would get game 5 in Boston because they're crowd. But I'm like, listen, they bring that shit back to the Garden. It's over with. And so said, so done. You know what I mean? So the Knicks move on to the Eastern Conference Final where they play the Indiana Pacers. And listen, WWE tried to tell us this shit earlier. But cause niggas wanna be like, oh, you know, wrestling is this, that. They wasn't paying attention. See, they told us, bro. They told us. They told us from before. And it's like, now you gonna see it. Now you seeing it. And now it's happening. Eastern Conference Final. I'm excited for that shit. That shit should be 2 hungry teams, bro. 2 hungry young teams with young stars going at it. Now, we take the plane, go cross country, go over to the west side now. We got OKC, the Young Guns, versus not the defending champs. They won it the year before that. Celtics are defending champions. The Denver Nuggets. And it's not even much to talk about this Game 7, bro. It was Game 7, and it was kind of over from in the beginning, bro. Yeah, OKC just kind of went out there, put belt to ass, and it's like, that was it, bro. It's like, that was it. Joker, I can't let you off the hook, bro. I can't let you off the hook. We went at James Harden, and for only having like seven points and shit like that, I think Joker took like 9 shots all game 7. You can't do that, brother. Can't do that. Especially not in a Game 7 elimination game, getting spanked like that, brother. It's looking bad, Joker. It's looking bad. I can't lie. I was going hard for you in the greatest big man of all time debate, brother, but that was a bit soft for me, man. My nigga Shaq. Listen, I don't care what you say about Shaq. My nigga Shaq is not letting it going out just like that, bro. Shaq would be trying to dunk on everything moving, bro. Whether his legs working or not, bro, he ain't going out like that, bro. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to the Thunder. They make it through in Game 7 to face the Timberwolves in the Western Conference Final, bro. And it's like SGA versus Ant. Bro, you ever seen, like, you know like the Spider-Man meme where it's like niggas pointing at himself? That's literally what this matchup is like, bro. Like, SGA and Ant are like the exact same players, just that one nigga is super corporate, media trained, great image, you know what I mean? Got the girl, the kid, the wife for this, and it's like the other one is on some nigga shit, bro. It's like straight up, and it's like, yo, it's crazy, guys. This is 2 of my favorite players in the league right now, and it's like their games are so similar, but their personality is just different. It's like one's introverted, SJ is introverted, and Ant is extroverted. You know what I mean? And I gotta say, bro, like, basketball is definitely back, bro. Like, basketball is definitely back because these playoffs has been amazing so far. I can't even lie. It's probably the best playoffs I've watched in a few years. And I've been watching for a while, man. Like, you don't got no old niggas in there, no played out narrative. So, like, these playoffs are making ESPN have to work, bro. They gotta come up with new shit, new ideas, new topic lines to talk about, because the same old played out shit isn't there, and I'm all here for it. Some new faces, some new fresh blood. Look, we're in the Final 4 now, and one of these 4 teams are gonna be either, you have 3 teams that have never won a championship before, or a team that hasn't won it in like 70 odd, 50 odd, whatever years, bro. So it's gonna be the first in a long time. And if I'm being honest with you, bro, I'm pulling for the Knicks, bro. Just because with how Knicks fans have been going on right now, brother. The Knicks win the championship, bro. America is burning down, bro. I can't, like, they're gonna tear this shit apart, and I am here for it. I am here for it. NBA, good shit. And now, you know, cause I still haven't even you see how procrastination wicked? I still haven't even set this shit to see how long I've been talking for. But I think I've been talking for a long time. So to keep it short and simple, the last topic I'll talk about is we're gonna touch on some NHL hockey. And specifically, we're gonna talk about my hometown Florida Panthers taking the W home in Game 7 and taking the series versus the Toronto Maple Leafs, my bad. In Game 7, listen, I'm still fairly new to hockey. You know, I'm probably like 3.5 years in, so I'm still learning. Matter of fact, I'll put the names of some great hockey channels on screen right now, so you can see and go follow them. These are channels that I follow, and get like my prime real deal info from. But you already know, we be tuned in, and ultimately watching the series, how it unfolded, like you could tell that the Panthers just like, they are defending champions. You could tell that. They played like that. They have the grit, they have the determination, they have the experience. Like, they never panicked, not once in this series. Never, ever. Even when they lost back to the Leafs and let them get back into the series, they never panicked because they've been there, done that. And based on my research and what I've been, because I think they said this is like what, the 7th straight or 8th, something like that, Game 7, that the Maple Leafs have lost in a row. So clearly that just tell you that, yo, they got no cojones, bro. Like, the big moments, they ain't built for that shit. And like Brad Marchand, who the Panthers just got from the Bruins, of all teams, right? He himself, like, he's like his record is like what, 5 straight or something. Like, he basically owns them niggas. So it's like no shock whatsoever. Panthers moving on, you know what I mean? Panthers gonna defend the shit. That's what I'm like. And yo, we gonna have another parade, bro. We're gonna have another parade on Fort Lauderdale Beach, and this time it's not gonna rain. So it's gonna be sunny. It's gonna be great weather. It's gonna be crazy. And yeah, we gonna be out there. So, with that being said though, people, I'm gonna end this video here on that one. So, this is our first ever weekend recap, weekend rebound, rerun, whatever we wanna call it. You know what I mean? We covering the weekend, man. You know what I mean? We're covering the weekend here on the channel. Thank you all for tuning in, listening as usual. If you've been listening this far, type Crystal Palace. Yeah, type Crystal Palace in the comment section because they deserve all the clout. This week, super accomplishment for them. And I'm gonna start leaving y'all on a positive note. And the positive note for this video is always remember that in life, it is never about the destination that we're trying to get to, but mastering our emotions and our mentality on the journey there. Love to all of y'all, and until the next one, people, I'm out.